Hello and welcome to Trade of the Week on Monday, the 12th of June 2023. Last week we went short silver on a technical trade, and as you can see here on the daily financial bet, we did have a dip down, but only for a day before we got stopped out a few days later on this trade just above at $24.03, just above the early June high. So yes, we made a small loss on this trade. And that's what a stop loss is for. So the downtrend we expected to continue didn't take shape. Instead, the price of silver went back up again. But a trade from a couple of weeks ago, I think 3 weeks ago now actually, is still ongoing for those of you who stayed long on our long cable position. So we went long here, and that is still on track to reach 126.60. if you're still long on this trade. So that looks pretty good. If you did get in with us around the 124.20 level or so, it probably makes sense to move your stop loss to break even. That way you're not risking any of your current capital on this trade. And this week's trade of the week, what I would like to do is to actually go long the CBOE volatility index. And here we've got the daily financial bet. And as you can see here, we've been falling very sharply over the last few weeks as the volatility index has reached levels last seen before the pandemic. As you can see here, we are trading at levels last seen in February of 2020. So to me, that says the investors are very complacent about equity markets at the moment. They keep buying them. They continue to go up. Last week, the S&P 500 entered officially a bull market by rising by over 20% since the October lows. But at the same time, we have the CNN greed and fear index hitting extreme greed levels. So that is a contrarian indicator and could potentially mean that with the US inflation data out this week, with the central banks out this week, with potential rate hikes being seen by the Fed, although it's not expected, the European Central Bank and the Bank of Japan, we could get a lot of volatility. So that's why I want to go long the VIX index at 1680 at current levels with a stop loss at 1460. And that is way down below the February 2020 lows and an upside target of 1980. So today's trade of the week is to go long the VIX index at 1680. with a stop loss at 1460 and an upside target of 1980.